Leftists should hate conservatives.
Mr. Reagan.
Leftists hate conservatives for a variety of totally valid reasons. Conservatives are racist. Conservatives are sexist, homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, and conservatives are anti-immigrant. Because conservatives foolishly judge others, it's only right that leftists judge them. It's okay that conservatives are silenced, deplatformed, lose their jobs. It's good because conservatives are bigots. And you're not a bigot. You're a leftist. And you can be proud of that. You're not conservative scum. You're one of the good guys. You are superior. And that's why I'm here to tell you to keep thinking this way. Keep hating conservatives because not only are you totally justified and totally one of the good guys, but it's actually dangerous not to hate conservatives. Let me explain. As things are, it's very obvious that conservatives are racist. They're sexist, homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, and they're anti-immigrant, obviously. But imagine, for one moment, imagine they aren't any of these things. I mean, just imagine you've been wrong about them all along. And I mean, obviously, this is not possible, but let's just imagine as a simple thought experiment. So let's say that one day you meet a conservative who's not a racist, not a sexist, not a homophobe or a transphobe, a conservative who is not, in fact, anti-immigrant. In such a case, you would have to ask yourself, well, then why does this person believe in conservative ideas? It wouldn't make any sense. And here is the moment of danger. I mean, if you can't ascribe conservative ideas merely to bigotry, then you'll inevitably become curious as to why, in fact, a conservative would believe them. And this kind of curiosity is very dangerous. You cannot ever allow yourself to read about, listen to, or worst of all, consider conservative ideas. Better to continue to believe all conservatives are bigoted and that this is their sole motivation for everything. Never, ever allow yourself to humanize a conservative, or else this curiosity about their reasoning will inevitably emerge. And as I said, this is incredibly dangerous. Now, why is it so dangerous? Allow me to explain. If you were to, even for a moment, consider the possibility that conservatives aren't all merely evil bigots and curiosity about their ideas compelled you to learn about them, you would have put yourself in the extreme danger of agreeing with something that they think. And as soon as that happens, you are immediately the enemy of the left. And being an enemy of the left can manifest into actual real life harm. If you agree with even one conservative idea and a leftist activist finds out about it, you're done. The left will viciously attack you. They will try to get you fired from your job. They'll try to get you deplatformed from social media. They will try to get your friends to abandon you. They will try to silence you. Consider, at the moment, the way you feel about conservatives. Consider how little you care about what happens to them. It doesn't matter if they lose their jobs. It doesn't matter if their spouse leaves them. It doesn't matter if they're ostracized from society. It doesn't matter if they live or die. That's how you think of them. And that's how leftists would think about you. The left used to rail against cyberbullying, remember? It was considered a terrible evil made possible by modern technology. But then they discovered the power of cyberbullying. They don't call it cyberbullying anymore, of course. They call it canceling. You're not the victim of bullying, you've just been canceled. The woke mob will attack you viciously, but it's all in the name of social justice. So they think it's okay. The left has also sanctioned official cyberbullies. These organizations are called fact checkers, and they have an enormous amount of power and zero accountability. Essentially, these organizations are hired by social media companies in order to shift accountability for their attacks on conservatives. They label conservative ideas as dangerous, and then they censor the conservatives expressing those ideas, often destroying their source of income and silencing them. You don't want to endure this. It's a kind of hell for many conservatives that you'd be better off never experiencing. I mean, what's the benefit? Truth, justice, reason, the actual improvement of society through increased quality of life of all Americans and people around the world? I mean, sure, these all sound like good things, but none of them actually benefit you, so why sacrifice so much? It doesn't make sense. And there are other consequences as well. Hollywood celebrities would no longer agree with you. Your views would be the butt of all the jokes of all the comedians. And it's not worth it. Don't risk it. Never leave the warm cocoon of leftist ideology. Never venture out to explore the world of conservative ideas. Never consider that conservatives might not be racist. Don't ever dare listen to their ideas. I'm a conservative, obviously, and I'll insist that I'm not a racist. I'll declare that I am in no way sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or anti-immigrant. I'll insist that I want better lives for all of these people. But don't ever believe me. Don't humanize me. It's too dangerous. Just hate me. Stay safe. And remember, it's not that our conservative friends intend to be evil. It's just that they're straight, white, conservative men. Good night.
This is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, therein lies the road to war. You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery.